my name is Sarah Tasker. I am the library paraprofessional here at the middle school, and this is our spring book fair. So to celebrate the spring book fair, we thought we'd do something special, and we thought of a poetry slam. So we asked students to write original poetry and come and read it, and I'm so pleased with the turnout that we have today. Before we get started, I do just want to thank our 6th grade ELA teachers, Mrs. Bougerie and Mrs. Adams, who worked not only hard to teach our children about poetry, but to help them write their poems and edit their poems and get them prepared for today. So I think especially all you students should give Mrs. Bougerie and Mrs. Adams a big round of applause. Thank you. So to start us off for tonight, I'm not really a poet, but one of our 8th grade students really wanted to be here, and she was unable to make it at the last minute, so she agreed to allow me to read her poem for her. So I thought I would kick us off by reading an original poem by Jessica Peralt called Seasonal Greetings. So Jessica, I hope I do it justice. Autumn teases while winter freezes, a spring kiss and summer bliss. Most are grateful and others are hateful. One day is never the same, and there is no one to blame. Though all things depart, another summer will start. Thank you. So I'd like to bring up our first poet. It is Sean Haynes. So Sean, if you would come on up. Haynes right here.
It is?
Yep. Right.
Oh God.
All right.
The title is The Ball of Reality. It's brown and white, plays the role of a superstar that can control the world of reality. It bounces like a wild dog at a playground. Real life bangs with rays of sunshine shining on scoreboards, controlling lives. In the bag, it has zero respect for anything or anyone, but out of the bag, it is the heart of reality. Good or bad, reality is real.
Thank you, Sean. Next up, we have Mr. Ryan James.
The title is Who I Am. The title is Who I Am, of basketball hoops and baseball bats, of four-wheelers and dirt bikes, of nice warm days and sounds of dirt bikes, of New Hampshire and dirt roads, of scary spiders and sharks, of becoming a pro four-wheeler racer, of football and touchdowns, of racing and running and racing, of tag and hide and seek.
Thank you, Ryan. All right, next we have Allison Haley.
Sorry. My gray sweatpants are truly one of a kind. They have blue letters that are plastered down the left plant. The letters say Ocean State Classic. If my family hadn't taken me to that old daycare with the creaking chairs, I would have never found the dance where they would say break a leg before the recital. Without dance, I would have never been led to gymnastics. I got my gray sweatpants from a gymnastics meet. If I never went to gymnastics, I'd be so bored every day. And without my papa, I wouldn't have my cats to get fur on my gray sweatpants. Without my papa's red truck, we wouldn't be able to get food, and without food, I wouldn't be able to fit into my gray sweatpants.
Thank you, Allison. All right, so next we have Renee Arcand.
Really short.
It's okay.
Okay.
You're good.
Dirt on my hands, cheering of the crowds, hearing all my friends in the dugout. Rainstorms and winds, feel like I'm gonna fall over. Hearing the snap of the ball and imagining the revving of the race car starting at the race. Eating sunflower seeds, going home after a long day. The next day I get to see my friends at camp. Playing kickball, we dance, we do arts and crafts, and all of that. After all of that, I have practice. On summer days and summer nights, me and my sister go for a swim. Cooking with my dad, playing games with my mom, and knowing my sister is all what I'm made of.
Thank Thank you. And that was Renee with My Perfect Life. So next we have Olivia Nicoloro with Ocean.
I stand and stare. Yellow, pink, and orange fill the sky above, like an artist painted the sky one more time before passing. Under my feet, the sand is warm from the afternoon sun. I stare across the widespread ocean, blue and broad. I am a grain of sand among the other I am a grain of sand among the other thousands. The ocean is a dim universe. I, small and afraid. Crash. The cool ocean rushes on my feet, then retreats. Crash. The ocean yet again flows on my feet. The chilling air blows my freshly washed hair around. The salty, fresh smell in the air almost reminds me of home.
Thank you, Olivia. All right, so next we have Zachary. Oh, no, next we have Felicity Cody Elias. Felicity? Yours is on 2 pages. Okay.
This girl, looking in the mirror, who is she? A blank canvas. A plain, boring, white canvas. A canvas with nothing special about it. A canvas that isn't unique. A canvas that you can buy from the store. A canvas so innocent and pure, so truthful, and so full of light. But reality hits when you're most vulnerable. Now, this is a canvas that has been through many things. A canvas with scars, rips, and tears. A canvas with problems, solutions, and negotiation. A canvas that knows this world inside and out, yet it's still blank. To her, this canvas is still unspecial. To her, it's still boring. To her, it's still just so white. But what she doesn't know is that every painting tells a story. All she has to do is paint hers. All she has to do is find her inner color, her inner sparkle. This girl, looking in the mirror, who is she? Well, she's a painting on a tattered canvas, waiting for more creativity to take flight.
Thank you. Next, we have Zachary.
A 360-degree world. A 360-degree world. Sunny and warm days around the world with laughter, happiness, and cheerful children, playing together, having fun, and doing what they love. A 360-degree world. Rainy and cold days around the world with dark clouds, cries of sadness, and roars of anger. Missing loved ones, saying goodbyes, and soldiers going to war. A 360-degree world. With bad days and good days around the world, there are also those days that are special. Days that people call the best days of their lives. Amazing days that they can't describe. When their minds jump for joy and their smiles are ear to ear, sharing memories with amazing people that will never be forgotten in a 360-degree world.
Thank you, Zachary. Next, we have Ryan Austin.
Okay. Memes are what keep my life going. They're what bring you up when you are down. They are the best. Some are legends. Kermit the Frog has survived it all. Elmo has been there since the beginning. The first meme ever, I do not know, but I will praise it forever and for all. The water bottle flip was a legend. It is a dead meme now, so I shall mourn it. You shall with me if you are a true memer. If you can dream it, you can meme it. Stay in school, kids. If you don't stay in school, you won't be a memer. You will truly just be a lemur. The cycle is endless. Memes, more, mourn.
Thank you, Ryan. I never know how to pronounce it, but it's memes. That's how you pronounce it? Now I know. Mems? I'm not sure. All right, next we have Alex Vosberg. Either one.
For if you run, for if you jump, the sun does not stop for anyone. For if you laze, for if you cry, Father Clock does not stop time. But for this girl, the girl I see, time indeed stops for me. With her beautiful hair and her mindful taste, she almost makes me faint. The sunshine, the grass, and for all the flowers, they all make me think of her. I walked up big and strong, for she has to have interest in me. I walked up there feeling confident, but all I got was the cold hand. I cried and I cried, all inside, but all I got were sorrows. My heart hit me in the head like a speedway train. Boom, boom, bam. But I was strong, so I sucked it up and walked away, waiting for my next true love, because I know that time will tell.
Thank you. And next we have Gracie McAvoy.
What could it be? I heard a loud grass shuffle, a gnawing noise in the garden, and the grass had become shorter. What might this thing be? The thing destroying the yard, eating our fresh-grown carrots. When I come close, I see a fluffy brown puffball. My brother said he saw it, and it had 2 long teeth. What might it be? My dad said it had big eyes, and it can twitch its nose. My dog saw it and chased it, but it was so fast and it got away. My family made a plan to catch this little monster and find out who he is. Our plan was working well, and we got him to a spot we could finally see him fully, and to our amazement, it was just a bunny.
Thank you, Gracie. Next we have Emily Desjardins with The Dream of Chicken.
Dip right into the sauce.
Down, honey, a little bit. There you go.
Dip right into the sauce, the chicken sizzling away like the sidewalk on a hot day. Take a bite, the yummy deliciousness, the flavor will taste in your mouth. You go for another bite and snatch, it's gone. Your chicken disappeared. It must have been a dream. Now you're sad. You're craving chicken. You go to McDonald's, order a 20-piece chicken with ranch dressing. Take a bite, you're happy now. You continue your day with cheerful joy.
Does anybody want chicken now? All right, so next we have 2 poets who are going to come up. So Alexa English and Kira Kelleher. They're going to be reading a poem titled A Best Friend.
Through good times and bad, we go through it together. You are the excitement in my life. You are the peanut butter to my jelly. You're my light bulb in the dark. You are the dancer to my music. And best of all, my best friend. You are important to me and the reason I smile every day. And when you're gone, it feels like a storm has come over me. You have all my trust and always will. I can tell you anything without being judged. You are the captain and I am the first mate. You are the buzz to my bee, the happiness to my sadness. You are the milk to my cookies and so much more. You are like a sister to me and I love you so much. I enjoy every second with you and no matter what direction you choose, I will always be by your side. Best friends are hard to find because the best is already mine. Good.
Thank you. Lovely. All right, next up we have Nate Cook.
I am grateful for music, the sweet symphony of sound surrounding me, so energizing and so depressing, swinging through all of my emotions, so uplifting and joyful, can change your mood in a snap. Music makes me reminisce, my relatives no longer on this earth. It can remind me of my sisters and parents. It can remind me of how fortunate I am. It is my guardian when I feel lonely and abandoned. It protects me from the cruel world outside my mind. It is my shield from the hate and pain from others. Music is the pinwheel of my emotions, constantly spinning through them all. It can create a separate world, away from war and hard times. It can be a personal bubble of joy or sadness. It can create anger from memories. It can make you never want to leave that world of your imagination. That world is the one place you're safe from the harsh opinions and lies of others. The world that breaks the stereotypes and pain. The one place where all the prejudice is gone. The one place where you can truly be you.
Thank you, Nate. Next up, Matthew. Yeah? Oh, Noah is here. Oh, sorry. So Noah's going to go first. Sorry, Noah. I didn't check you in. So Noah Corvo is next. No further ado.
When soccer season starts, you get nice, clean, silky cleats. When those rock hard shin guards. You go to tryouts, you make the team, you celebrate with your family. If you score, you do your own dance celebration. You go home, you rest on the soft couch. At practice, you work at your incredible footwork. At the game, you get the shiny soccer ball at your feet. The game ends. You won. You scream with excitement and joy. Then comes the championship game. Your team chants when you go on the field. It's the final seconds. The teams are tied. You need to make the penalty kick to win. You kick the ball with all you got. It goes in. Everyone's out of their seats, screaming with joy and happiness. You celebrate and yell with all you got.
Thank you, Noah. Now, Matthew.
Never leave a man behind. He pulled himself off and fought a bit, and he dropped to the ground after a big hit. As shells dropped, he fought and dropped like a slop. He grabbed an M4 and shot. As bodies hit the floor, he ran for his life and for his life. Shot would more, and they said, "Oh God." Shot's fleas fell upon his dead comrades and ran, shot, hoped he would live, but someone yelled help. He ran to help, he shot and never stopped. He ran and didn't stop till he made it, and he died for another troop. He jumped into the bullets and dropped dead like a hero.
Next, we have Haley McKinnon.
The building stood there, lanky and fierce. A girl sat on its ledge, legs dangling. She saw a bird plummeting towards the ground. She reached out and crashed. She awoke as if she was sleeping for 100 years. The doctor who had awoken her politely said, "Amnesia." Her parents were stunned and she was confused. "Do you know?" Her parents rushed toward her like bulls seeing red. "Do you know your name? Do you know who they are?" They rushed. She mumbled. Her parents bickered about what she would become. Maybe she'd be a sports star, a celebrity, or maybe she'd be herself. They bickered and bickered and bickered. She doubted and worried, and her brain felt out of control. She was being pushed and spun and pulled and talked down to. When she saw herself in the mirror, she asked who she was. But she felt like she was spitting down a black, endless hole. But when she was just sitting in her room in the corner. Months of amnesia turned to years. Years of doubt, confusion, and worry. Years of this made her feel like she was going to burst. Years of this made her feel like she was going to rip at the seams. But at 18, her self-doubt, worry, and confusion melted away. Her amnesia melted into a sense of direction. And when she looked in the mirror, she no longer asked, "Who am I?"
Thank you, Haley. All right, next we have Bella Frary. Come on, Bella.
My shoes. Soft, comfy, warm, protective are what my shoes are. They help me go outside to walk my dog, and they help me go to school to learn. I'm grateful that my parents could afford these shoes and that I'm able to wear these shoes. And inside the shoes are fluffy as a cloud, and on the outside are just as protective as a shield. And as I wear these shoes, I feel as free as a bird. And as a bird, swoosh, I fly.
Thank you, Bella. All right, next we have Liliana Marvell.
Have you ever wondered why? Why do we think the things that make us happy in our sleep? Why do we have dreams as sweet as cotton candy? What makes them so important? Why do we tell our friends or family about them? But then why do we write it down as something that keeps them a secret if we already told people already? Maybe it's because something happened that's worth remembering or writing down. Or maybe it's just because you wish it would happen to you in real life. But then have you also ever wondered why? Why do we think of things that scare us in our sleep? Why do we have nightmares as scary as a spider? What makes them feel so realistic? Why do we wake up terrified or breathing rapidly from them? Why do we still remember them when we get scared by them? Why do they happen when we don't like them? Maybe it's because we always need a little bit of fear in our life, or maybe it's because we can't always have happy endings at the end of every story. Just like real life, you can have dreams come true, but you also can have nightmares come to life. Not everything is sugary sweet, but not everything is creepy crawly. But the things that are like dreams and nightmares that we have in our sleep or in real life that make us do certain things that make us us.
Thank you. And finally, last but not least, we have Sean Rochette.
Just gonna warn you guys, my poem's deep and it talks about dead people, so.
Okay. Morning.
Yeah, good morning. As I look on to the body-ridden street, I think to myself, what caused this to happen? What man would just watch and be joyous about this? Some men just want to watch the world burn. And it's very sad to think those were my friends. Those were my parents. And now I sit on the street corner where I bought candy and played with my friends. And I think, where will I go now? And as I walk down Belzcheck Street, I see more and more dead bodies, most with scared or shocked looks. But the worst ones I saw were mothers holding their children burned like chicken on Orthodox Christmas Day. And as I was walking, I stumbled across a little girl on her back, heavily breathing, murmuring something under her breath. As I asked her what she said, I held her in my arms, and she said with her breath on its last string, "Take this medallion and wear it for the rest of your long living life." And she died inside my arms, blood on my white stained shirt with dirt on it. But I took the medallion and continued my walk through the war-torn streets of the place I had once called home, as I weep at the fact of having my family and friends murdered in front of my very eyes. But I have no choice but to continue my continuous trudge, desperately looking for someone who could help me, but no one was around. Now I cry, I collapse, I starve, I suffer, but all to no avail. Now, as the darkness surrounds me, I question, why am I to collapse for another man's idea? If I die by my own hands.
So I would just like all of us to give a big round of applause for all of our poets. They were absolutely fabulous and wonderful.